Okay. Hello, welcome back to my channel, and, I am having my first day of driver's training. Hang on, let me, get up here. Oh my god, I almost fell backwards. Okay, so, I'm going into driver's training today. My lessons are at 3:30 to 5:30, so I have that later today. I'm nervous about it, but I'm also not really that nervous about it because I don't know, I feel like it'll be a chill class to have. I'm sorry, I'm a little breathless. I want to film afterwards and see how I am after. Just to give you guys like an update, because this is gonna be my first day and I feel like it is very big for me. I went for a little practice drive in my driveway with my mom. Over the weekend, she said I did very good. And I practiced parking a bit in the driveway. Well, not the driveway, in like, I guess the yard. So I have a little bit of practice in, beforehand. I'm excited about it. I'm a little bit more or so worried about the people. I don't like people. I like people sometimes, but depends. But people locally here are very nice and kind, so I'm not too worried about it. The school that I was gonna go to learn how to drive, they apparently don't bring instructors to actual schools, so you have to go to their actual place to learn. So yeah, I don't know why they don't do that anymore, because it would be closer to my house if they kept doing that, but whatever. I think it's 3 weeks of driver's training, and it's only Monday through Thursday, so thank God. You know, I'm homeschooled, but that doesn't mean that I don't get overwhelmed, and thank God it is only 2 hours a day. I will be able to manage that. I'm not used to being in school. I did one day of school. I am never going back. It was a terrible experience for me. Yeah, but I'm excited. I had this bomb. Okay, different topic. I had this bomb egg burrito just like a little bit ago. Like, that thing was this big. This big. It was thick. It was so thick. I only ate about half of it, so I'm gonna save the rest to eat later. Maybe I'll wrap it up in tin foil and take it in the car so I can eat it afterwards, because I know I'm gonna be hungry. yeah. Yeah, this is more of an update video. I am going to scrap most of my other videos because I don't need them. I feel like they're too outdated. They are just from when I was younger. And it's just not the type of content that I want to post. So yeah, that's gonna happen. Well, I think that's all for now. Well, Mother's Day was yesterday, and I had baked Mother a cake. So she said it was very good. So, yeah. Oh, I dyed my hair. I don't know how I forgot about that, but I had purple hair for a while. For those of you who do not follow me on TikTok. Then I had pink hair. And then I went, you know what? I kind of want yellow in the front. So I did that. And then I kind of like went through onto the pink and it turned to orange. That was purposeful. It's all the way around, if you can see that. Is it on? Yeah. I always do this when I'm trying to show my hair. But yeah. I'm very happy with it, and I cut off my point. Also, for those of you who... There's a bird. For those of you who do follow me on TikTok, I know that my point in the front, I kept for so long, at least 2 months. That is like crazy for me, because I always like to change my hair. So, there is a lot of bird activity outside. Sorry for being distracted, but there's at least 2 pairs of birds just flying about. Oh, I know. I've been getting up early. That sentence I thought I would never say in my life, because I am not an early person. I'm making myself an early person to have more time during the day to do things, because I used to get up at like 1 to 2 p.m. In the afternoon. So yeah, I haven't pulled the light nighter in quite a while, actually. It's been at least a week. I've been getting up at around 8, but today I got up at 9 because I was just like, 8 is too early for me. So I think I'm gonna change my schedule just to get more sleep. So probably like around 9 I'll start waking up. Just props to any one of you who wake up at like freaking 5 o'clock. Insane you people are. Who likes mornings? I hate mornings. Well, that's not true. I don't have grogginess. I can just wake up and function like well. And just go, okay, I gotta do this. I don't know what that is about me. I honestly can't figure it out myself because my brain just powers up very fast. And I also have lucid dreams every single night. Is that normal? Probably not. I'm not normal. I don't know how this topic came up. Oh, on another note, I remember last night when I was walking my dog, I was just, taking him around the usual area we go to, going around the house, going around the big truck, just going around the long ways so he gets a lot of workout, so he gets tired so he can go to sleep, doing his business. I think it's a deer, or at least I'm assuming it's a deer. Over that way, there is woods. So the way I'm facing, there's woods out there. There is thick, straight woods. And so we have a lot of wildlife around here. Given we literally live in the woods. But over that way, near the motorhome, in my other videos, if you've seen those, I have them orange and white motorhome. That's run down. It's not in use, by the way. Just wanted to add that on. There was glowing eyes, and so I'm just like, glowing eyes near the woodlines? That's weird. That's strange. It has to be a deer, right? So I only see one pair. I'm just like, okay, just the single deer that goes around. That's fine. You know, that's not normal. I mean, that's not unusual. You know, that's normal. I see that deer all the time. Okay? All the time. It's just grazing at the grass. Who cares? So I just go along with my walk with my dog, hoping that Ozzy doesn't spot the deer that has gone completely still since I had spotted it. So it goes back to its business, I go back to my business, and then as we're circling around this way to the chickens, to the chicken coop, we circle back around. I'm just like, okay, maybe we should go for one more round around the house, just so he can get more of a walk in, because, you know, he's a big dog. That's not a long walk for him. So I'm just like, okay, we should do another round. So I go around that way, up into the front yard. I'm just like, okay, cool, chillin'. Go over to that way, over to the barn. And I stop in the front yard. I stop right in front of the porch. What is this? It's just a message from my mom, sorry. Something about my dumb father. Anyways, so I stop in the front porch. Why is this all lady on me? That's better. We're gonna lock that. Okay. And so I'm just like, I look over to the barn, right in that little section where there's another patch of woods where it goes into my neighbor's backyard, because it is not our property. I look and I see glowing eyes again. I'm just like, oh, another deer? I see it stand up. About 6 feet tall. It's completely frozen. I'm gonna assume that it's hunched over, even though it stood up on what I can only assume was hooves, because I couldn't see its form. I couldn't see its body. All I saw were eyes and movement as it was standing up. So I don't know what I saw. I don't know what I saw. This isn't the first time I've seen it. I know it isn't. There are deer that go around, and we've had a pack of deer that go around. That's normal. But I am going to assume that wasn't the same deer that I saw earlier in the backyard. So I'm just like, how did you get all the way back there to here? Because that doesn't make any sense. How did you get from back there to all the way up here in that tiny bit, a short amount of time that Ozzy and I had walked around? Because it's only been like maybe 2 minutes. 2 full minutes of walking around. Because Ozzy was dragging his feet. He was so slow, like an old dog. Mind you, he's only 4 years old. And still acting like a little tiny puppy during the day. So he's nowhere near an old man. He was just being a little bugger that day. Last night. And I just remember it looking at me. I'm gonna assume it was holding something because it was kind of like this. Like, wait. It's kind of looked up like this. Like, it went like it got caught doing something. Like when you were a kid and you were like grabbing something off the counters that you shouldn't have been. And you kind of you give your mom a look like. Then you just kind of freeze up. That's exactly the look it gave me. Except, you know, the last time I saw it, it didn't really scare me. I was just like, oh, you're back again. Okay. Yeah. You do your thing. You get some grass. You get some bugs. Go ahead. No, but this time, I felt like a shiver go up my spine. And I was just like, ooh, you gotta do that. You gotta do that. I'm going outside. I'm going outside. No, thank you. It had scared me, if I'm honest. It had startled me because I wasn't expecting it. I really had not expected to see a deer. Well, a deer. I can only assume that it might be a Jinn shapeshifter, but it hasn't done any harm. So I have to rule it out from that because I know Jinns are mischievous and terrible with their intentions. And that guy, he just kind of roams around. I haven't seen him for like, or it. I haven't seen it for like, not since early April. I haven't seen it in a long time. But it's massive. It's huge. It is tall. So, I don't know. Kind of suspicious. Don't know. I don't know. Just kind of, I don't know. Makes me wonder. Really does. Well, after my driver's training class, oh, that time is not accurate. Okay. No, it is. Yeah, it is. It is only 11:40, so I have a few hours until I have to get ready. I should probably get ready around like 2:30. I'm not gonna dress up. It's school. Why would I dress up? I guess it's not like literally a school, but it's a school for driving. So I mean, driver's training. Fun, I get to train. No, but yeah, I'm gonna try this app for DMV studying and whatnot. So hopefully that goes well. I think it will. I have no expectations of what it will be like. The first day is just, scoping it out, getting through it, seeing what it's like, seeing what I got to mentally adjust to, and hopefully not crap my pants. I probably won't crap my pants. What am I on about? I will post later. I have something to share with you guys. My exposure needs to go up. There we go. So, I think I'm just gonna whisper it now while I'm here filming. I had stopped doing my testosterone cream. Not to quit, but to move to DHEA pills. And if you know me personally, if this is my mother watching this, I hate pills. I hate pills. I absolutely hate taking pills. Oh, you bitch. But I had found out if you put water in your mouth, stuff the pill in, tilt your head down, because it's a capsule, tilt your head down to your chest, swallow, it goes down like butter, and you don't even like, you feel it a little bit, but after you drink water, you don't feel anything. And I had a long period of time where, when I was younger, that I would have to take pain medication because of dance, because of the pain in my legs or back, or I don't know, just aching somewhere. Dance was brutal. I'm so glad I quit, because the stress on both me mentally and physically was ridiculous. And no princess treatment. I didn't get any special treatment, and like these girls that were side rant, these girls that were the teacher's daughters, you know, got to go in all these special rooms. I don't find it fair, because even though the teachers do work there, their daughters should have the same exact ruling as the other kids. I mean, it isn't fair. It really isn't. Because then they drag their friends in there, and they start, you know, it's more of a privileged brat kind of thing. I'm not jealous. I was in that same exact company for 10 years of my life. Started at 4, I ended at 15. No, I quit at 14. Because I had waned it down to tap and acrobatics. Quit acrobatics. Went to tap class for like a little bit longer. Realized that this bitch named Julie was giving me a hard time about having to pay some sort of fees, about having to like get mom to pay some fees for something, and I was just like, yeah, she'll do it when she gets paid. And she's just like, yeah, but it's our policy. And I'm just like, when did this policy come into place? Because I haven't had trouble with you guys for at least 4 years. Like, all the time that we've been there before, this policy was never in place. So, she's not the owner. She's just an old lady that works there. I have no respect for her. I used to. And after that, I kind of just became spiteful about her. So I was just like, I avoided her, in the building. And on recital day, it's probably when I was like 12 or 13. I was still trying to figure myself out, and I adjusted puberty. And, you know, my chest isn't small. I'm not a small-chested girl. And so, of course, I was wearing a bra. Who does not wear a bra during dance, acrobatics, mind you? And we were doing rehearsal because, you know, we have to rehearse before dances just to make sure everything's fine and going well, and if there needs to be adjustments or something like that. And I get called off by on me. Sorry, I forgot to delete the videos. Am I deleted? But I get pulled off by this other teacher off the stage, and into the lobby of this church that we're performing at, and she's just like, your bra is showing, in the back of the costume, and we need you to change. And I was just like, no. Well, me being the polite person I was, I didn't really know how to backtalk back then, and so if I was who I am now, I would have went firmly no. Because what are they gonna do about it? Take me off the dance? Fine, go ahead. But I played a very important part of a lift sector during the performance. So they couldn't have done anything if I had just been more firm about it. So they make me pay for a nude leotard to put underneath my costume instead of wearing the bra that I was wearing. So, screw you and your double little standards. You're a woman too, and I feel betrayed. 'Cause, like, back then, I looked up to those women. Now it's just like my friend, that I had met during dance. She and I don't really talk very much because I don't know. I mean, she didn't do anything for my birthday, and for the last 5 years I have went to her birthday crap even if I didn't want to. And I haven't done anything special like her family does for her birthday, and I get dragged along. Even if I said that I wanted to do something for my birthday with her, she's just like, no, I have stuff during that weekend. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were entitled to have stuff going on and I couldn't just, like, you know, hang out for maybe an hour with you. Anyways, so I changed into the nude leotard and I was very uncomfortable for the rest of the dance recital. Luckily, that was the only class that I had taken that year, and it was only acro. And if I was the size that I am now, I would have said absolutely not. You think I was gonna say yes? I have much higher standards now that I'm older and I understand better. But God, if I knew better, if I was who I am now, that would not have flown over my head. Like, I wish I could just go back out of spite and say, hey, you kind of treated me badly, and I'm not gonna pay for your 45 classes. And by the way, you can't even get a refund, even if you didn't go that day. You pay for the classes in advance, and if you don't go, you can't get a refund. So, it was very expensive either way. Like, I mean, there didn't used to be a uniform standard. It was just whatever you had, you brought, and you wore. But after a few years, and after my sister had started getting into it, you know what they placed? Uniform leotards that you had to wear. You know, it wouldn't be a big deal if they had implemented that from the beginning. But when I was younger, they had no leotard regulations or like rules that you had to follow. It was just wear what you want, do what you want. It was it. Simple as that. That's why I liked it, because it was fun back then. But then they started to try and push me towards being it professionally. And I already knew that I was not going to get into ballet professionally, because not only was it expensive to keep going up, and mother did not have the money at the time. I mean, now she's like, we're thriving right now, but it was just not in our budget to keep doing that, and she was just trying to keep pushing me towards doing it professionally. Ballet, I mean, after I had tried to quit, I quit jazz. Then after I tried to quit ballet, they tried to give me a scholarship. Like an unpaid scholarship, just to keep doing ballet. Because she was just like, no, she does really well, and like, I think she would like really benefit if she was just like, you know, under this scholarship. And I was just like, because like I was hearing this from my mother as she was reading off the email, and I was just like, what? They really said that? And she's just like, yep. And her being the cool mom she is, she's very understanding. She's not like the other moms where they say like, oh, well, if you get into this, you're gonna have to do it long term, because I'm not gonna be like blah blah. No, there's nothing like that with her. If you don't like something, she takes you out of it. And like, even if you got into it for a while, you know, she would still say like, you don't have to do it if you don't want to. And that's why I really freaking love that woman. Because she is just so understanding. I've seen stories where, or like TikToks or like shorts or whatever, about mothers like saying, well, if you get into something, you're gonna get in for it on the long run. Like, as soon as they're like teenagers or something. I'm sorry, but that is not how I operate. I am jumping thing to thing. I spent my own money for my birthday with saving up money for my birthday birthday allowance. Not birthday allowance, like, you know, card money, to get a pair of roller skates, and those were like the good kind. That was $100. That was out of my money, and I'm still gonna keep doing it during the summer. I mean, absolutely. I didn't spend my money for nothing on roller skates. I also did upgrade them recently, but that's another different thing. But like, dance was just, it was fun for a little bit, but after you start getting older, they start taking out the fun little activities in it, and they start trying to push you towards being more professional at it. I was wearing apparently too long of a skirt, and they had apparently had a policy put into place where you have to have a skirt above your knees. And no, you can't wear shorts during ballet class. And the same Julie I had mentioned, she's the only one that I'm gonna put out there, because I absolutely do not like Julies. Sorry to anyone that's watching this and named Julie. Coincidentally, I'm sure you're not as bad as the Julies I've met in my life. because I had met two Julies and they were, let's not get into this. You know who you are, and I don't like you. She was just, I can't remember what I was ranting on about. No, I lost it. Wait, let me look back at the video. Okay. Shorts. She said that we as the class, she brought us up because she's just like, I know everyone's getting older and you're gonna start having periods, so if you want to wear shorts during my classes, you can come up to me and say that you're on your period. And I'm just like, how is that any of your business as a ballet teacher? Like, this is where I started losing interest and respect to her, because she had started just on this big talk about menstrual cycles. I have already had mine, like, at this point in the story, in this stuff that I'm saying. I had started mine at 11, like, very early on at 11, and I've already, like, I was maybe 13, 12. I've had it for like a year or two already, and I'm just like, you are probably, like, way past having a period, lady. How is that any of your business to know about other young girls going on their menstrual cycle? Who cares? What, you're gonna say that you're gonna kick me out of your class if I wear shorts? Okay. I'll quit right here and you won't get my money. Oh, I'm sorry. Did that offend you? That's when I quit. That is why I quit. After a few more classes, I quit over the summer. And by the way, if you quit summer, you have to take summer classes if you want to go into it professionally and raise up a level. I'm sorry, I'm not allowed to go with my own age group. I have to stay behind with some bratty little kids. I'm sorry, but the last time I checked, no other company does that. And then if you wanted to get into non-professional classes just to, like, have fun with it, like the fun that was supposed to be in those classes, they are like around 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock in the evening. And if you know me and my remote spacing of living in the woods, we are far away from that town. Like, it is already like a 35-40 minute drive to go out there. And to do that at night is absurd, considering my mother does not like driving at night. She used to be fine with it. She still didn't like it. But now things have changed and everyone has, like, gotten older. Neither my father nor my mother like driving at night. So that was not an option. So I was just like, you know what? If I'm not having fun in this anymore, why am I doing it? Because that was the only outing I would get during the weeks. That was, like, the only time I got to do something out of the house. Because I'm homeschooled. Like, we only go out to, like, restaurants or, like, stores, or I don't have any friends. Not at this moment. Not right now. eventually I will. Like, I'm hoping over this summer I'll find some friends and I'll get to hang out and have some fun and do other stuff that, like, other teenagers typically do. But, like, that was my only place to get social interactions. And it was really starting to wear me down after I started developing, social anxiety, because that place was always packed. It was greedy little children running around, little snotty, nasty children, other girls my age being snotty and bratty, and just outright, just like the typical mean girls, you know, like those over popular girls that think they're everything. You know those people I'm talking about? Yeah, that kind of type of people. You don't want to be around them because they are just questionable. But I don't know. I started hating it after a while. It wasn't out of jealousy. It was just out of, like, the double standards that had went around in that place. If you weren't their favorite, then you wouldn't get picked to be in the front of the picture, or you wouldn't be able to get to be picked for any big role in any dance classes. The one time that I got starred by someone was by this one teacher that really, really liked me, and I was in her tap class, when I was like maybe 9 or 8. It may have been during COVID, actually. I don't know, I can't remember. I know I took a few tap classes, but she had given me the lead part in the dance, and I felt like that was the one time I got, like, actually starred in a main role, and it wasn't like one of the popular girls or like one of the teacher's girls. It was me. Like, she had chosen me to do the part, and I was just like, oh my god, because, like, at first I thought it was just gonna, like, you know, just be another side character. I always am. I was used to being pushed around. I still am. And when I had taken the stand, she's like, okay. They had given everyone else their roles of what they were supposed to do, and then she got to me. And she's just like, okay, so I want you to circle around her and then go over to there. It was like a 9 to 5 dance. So it was very well put together. It was a very good choreography. I would say it was like one of the best dances there that was choreographed that year, and because it was creative. It used actual props. It used actually like kind of like a musical theater kind of thing, and I thought it was really neat. Looking back at like the CD after I got it. Hey, stop fighting! You're not even in the same cage. Why? What are you fighting about? Those two, I swear. Do you see her? Do you see her? They are separated. This is why. They haven't been fighting for like so long, and now they're starting to fight. Verbal fighting, I swear. But yeah, I still really did appreciate that teacher. She was really sweet to me. Even when this one other teacher had told me to take off my bra. So, to put on that stupid leotard. That stupid new leotard. God. I got rid of all of them. Indeed, I did. I don't have those in my drawers anymore, nor tights, nor any of my other leotards. I do not think. I might have kept one because it was in good condition and it was my size that I recently am. I'm not really sure, but I think it was because I was bigger. They were sizest. I honestly wasn't that big. I was just chubby. You know? I mean, hey, mama cooked good. I can't help but gain a little chub. And now I am having problems with eating. But that's a different subject. Oh, I'm spiteful at that company. Like, screw them. You know what? After they started raising prices, you know how many people dropped out? A lot. We rarely even drive past that place anymore. Well, we do drive past that place quite frequently. Every time we drive by, I'm just like kind of like, because there's a front window. It's a downtown area, you know. So there's gonna be people taking classes while someone's walking by. And I just kind of, I always go like this. I go like, oh, just kind of. I'm kind of like I'm like that a lot. I hold grudges, only against that place. If they hadn't had so many incidents, I wouldn't be like how I am with my view of them. And also, by the way, the friend that I had mentioned, she still goes there. Even after I had like started realizing that they had started leaving me out of like any credit or, you know, any respect of anything that I did there, or like that I've been there and I've been like a very, very loyal person for like so many years. And she's just like, oh, that's weird. Then just kind of moved on about it. Like, completely invalidating my feelings about the place. Like, I wasn't even being rude about it. I was just saying, like, that my name had been completely X'd off from the crediting of these t-shirts that they made. And because I did, like, some special dance, collective dance that they were having that you had to specially pay and audition for. It didn't go by skill. Younger, it went by age. It went by age groups. No actual talent. Like other companies, like how if you have talent, even though you're young, you get moved up to a older part of the dance. But no, I got stuck with literal children instead of people my own age and skill. Like, they want you to pick up a dance number or combo under 5 minutes. What kind of standards were those? I was 9. Like, maybe someone else would be able to do it, but I'm neurodivergent. I can't focus that well. Nor can I need practice. I'm not just gonna pick that up, like, under 5 minutes. And mind you, it was like 2 minutes worth of choreography. If you know anything about dance, that is a long time to be moving, making up dance moves, making up steps, counts. I was absolutely pissed. Because they're not just gonna kick you out. They'll find a place to put you in the dance. But I had gotten such small roles in both the times that I had went. And after the third one rolled around, I was just like, no. I don't care. I don't care to audition for anything. Because I know for a fact that I would get the smallest role there was. And one of my other... You know what? I really like this other friend of mine. She was very confused on why she got the role as being a cat and I got the mouse. Because our size difference is huge. She was smaller than me. Probably still is. And I've always been the bigger one in my friend group. I mean, like, ridiculous. I got a mouse. Are you serious right now? And we had done the same step number. Like, we had gotten such a small roll. Such a small roll. It was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. It's actually insane to look back at it, and I was just like, yeah, I'm so glad I quit. I don't think they'd be able to handle me how I am now. Because after I quit, I really had started to figure myself out. And, like, my sense of style has changed so much since I quit. I used to be, really uncomfortable with standing out. Until, the last year I was thinking of quitting, I had just started, you know what? I'm gonna stand out. I don't care. I don't care anymore. And you know what I got away with? I may have to take off my bra. But I had short hair. And I didn't gel that shit back. I let it hang. I went like this. While all the other boys... the two boys that had went to dance in older groups had to slick back their hair. I was sitting in mine. I was just like, oh, don't you look like Draco Malfoy? And I had this terribly grown out pixie cut at the time. But I liked it at the time. It was my little rebellion. And also that, and I dyed my hair bright green right before the dance. They weren't gonna do shit about it. I mean, what are they gonna do? Tell me to shave off my head? Absolutely not. I think not so. Like, if you want me to shave off my head, you should shave off your head too, because we're gonna be buzzed together, girl. You're saying to buzz off my hair, you're buzzing off your hair too. You're not getting off scot-free. But yeah, anyways, I think I'm gonna go now. I had a little bit of a ramble time. It's only 12:21, so I got time. I also to prepare monthly. Ugh, God. Oh, I'm not ready for that. I want to do it. But I have to. Also, it went up to 400. Because of gas prices. It was $375 last year, but I wasn't ready last year. I wasn't ready last year. I was not ready to go into that last year. And also, we waited too long. It was like August when we were gonna go into it, and I was just like, I was not gonna do that. And especially like trying to get time in on the winter roads that we live on. Weather around here gets ridiculous when it's winter.
I'm not gonna do any of that.
Well, I mean, obviously I'll drive like later in the year. Obviously I'm gonna have to like, you know, get some practice in, but that's gonna be later in this month. I mean, at the end of this month, I'm going to have my driver's permit. My first driver's permit. So, I don't know. I don't know about that. And since I am 16, I will be able to get my license after I get both Sector 1 and Sector 2 done. And I'll be able to take my driver's license. Driver's license test. Driver's test? What is it called? I don't know, whatever the correct term is. Whatever the correct term is. And if any of my older siblings are watching this, hi. And also, no, I was not going to text you about it. There's a robin like sitting right there. Is that a robin? Is that a crow? What is that? Oh no, that's a robin because of the yellow beak. It has its back facing to me. How rude. Yeah, but I'm gonna go. And siblings, no. Not gonna text you. You do not talk to me in your free time, nor do I. Though I still love you, you don't come around. And the news is kind of a little too exciting. So I might tell you eventually. But if you see this video, I mean, obviously you already know. So yeah. But thank you, all the rest of you guys for watching. I appreciate even your views. If you just like don't even want to like this video or save it or whatever not or whatnot, like, thank you so much for watching this through to this point, because I am not going to edit any of this. I'm just going to upload it. I do need to, in the future, I do need to update my intro. But other than that, I hope you guys have a merry day, and I will check you out in the next video. Thank you, and maybe consider subscribing. Just a suggestion. Just a little suggestion. Yeah, but bye. Bye, dweebs. I think that's all. I gotta clean my piercing. Is my hair even? Okay, well, bye. I'm very happy for this new sector in my life, so yeah. Eventually we will have vlogs where I am out somewhere in a park alone in the car. I'm excited about that. I'm so excited about that. Mom said I was a very good driver. Even if we only went like down our own driveway at like 20 miles per hour. It's fine. I got a tiny little bit of speed. I felt like a little breeze. I feel more comfortable about it though, so yeah. I'm gonna mentally prepare, and I will see you guys later, and I will update you. I might make this video on its own and update the next part later, so yeah. Bye. Alright, so I am just about to get settled for bed. I am tired as hell. First day went well. And yeah, I only have to deal with one other person in the car, so that's sweet. But yeah, I am tired. I have a headache. It was really loud in that room. It was so open to where it was so echoey. So now I have a major headache. But that's okay. I will recover with some sleep. And I will definitely be wearing something more comfortable. Because it's not comfortable. I didn't wear a comfortable shirt. And I knew with my sensory issues, I should just listen to myself, but who did that? Not me. Yeah, my teacher is my instructor, if I could say it correctly, is super nice. So, yeah, he was really kind. He was, he was really energetic, actually. Very, passionate about his career choice. Yeah, so I will find fit there, and hopefully I will update you guys in the morning with whatever I have going on. I need to go to bed before I'm not tired anymore. I mean, before I am not tired, anymore. So, yeah, I just need to go to bed while I'm tired. Otherwise, my ADHD little brain will go like sparks of energy, and I won't be able to go to bed. So, I don't know I can't remember if I took melatonin or not. I don't think I did. I'm just tired. Well, yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. The past year has been wild for me. Absolutely insane. I cannot begin to say what's been going on. Just been crazy. This year is a wild ride. Quite literally, I'm gonna be driving. This Wednesday, actually, I think. He mentioned something about, at the end of the class that, my partner and I would be going first, so I'm stuck with this random dude, but... Oh, yo, random dude, if you find this channel somehow... Hi. You seem chill. Yeah, so... just gonna leave it at that. And, that's literally all I have to say. That is literally... yeah. No, but seriously, that's all I have to say. My bed is very dismantled, if you can see that. I have like multiple things I have to put away, and especially this thing. I don't think you can see that, but that thing right there is blankets covering pillows, and I need to put those off my bed because they're gonna
cause me to go insane if they rub against me one more time.
So yeah, I gotta go to bed. I'll post the first part, add this to it, and I will film the second vlog tomorrow. Yeah. I have a feeling I'm gonna be enjoying my classes. Once I get my audio, processing problem, solved. I had not realized that I'm not really good with intaking information by audio, because I've been homeschooled my entire life. So I didn't really realize that until today. So I'm gonna have to remember to take a notebook, tomorrow. And yeah. Just have to make some slight adjustments. I think I might just take my phone in so I can take notes. I might just bring in my notebook. I don't know if they take... I don't think they take cell phones away. It's just a matter of looking too distracted by it. But he's a very chill teacher, so I don't think he would make any weird assumptions like that. But you never know. I might just take a notebook just to jot down notes. Okay.
Good night or good day. I'm out. Peace.